I like to have a segment, and I'm going to give this a try. I've written down a bunch of questions that I thought would be really fun. Now, here are the rules. It's going to be called 5 good minutes. You have no more than 10 seconds to tell your answer, and I move on to the next question. So you're going to really tap into your intuition and give me your first instinctual, intuitive answer without filtering it, tailoring it, or whatever. And if you end up alienating your kids, getting a divorce, getting written out of wills, it's not my fault.
Gotcha.
I'm just kidding. None of them will be all that good. All right, so we're gonna this is the part where I do a fun edit here and I say, all right, time on the clock here. I feel like I'm a little bit of Richard Dawson, and I'm like, give me a minute on the clock. All right, I just got to pull up my my things here, but I hope we have fun with this. It's a really cool thing, and all right, you ready?
No.
Are you sure? Do you need to do anything to prep? Do you need to take a?
Wait, I've got my anointing oil and from the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, and I've got holy water from the Church of the Holy Sepulchre in Jerusalem. So I don't know if I should.
And for some reason, you came from upstate New York via Long Island. It's sweater weather, and you're having a great time.
Here we go, sweet baby Jesus. All right, let's do this.
So let me get this straight. Your daughter sat in front of a TV and said they're here. They didn't move the bodies. All right. All right, you ready? 5 good minutes. Here we go. All right, we ready?
Do it.
Favorite horror movie?
Oh, Poltergeist.
Of course. I've been leading you the entire time.
I know, it's really not, but just go ahead.
Best chakra for you? Third eye?
Third eye.
Third eye? Okay.
Third eye.
Yeah. Favorite pie?
Apple.
Last time you saw a sunset?
Ooh, that was over the summer.
Fair enough.
At the beach.
Where were you? Which beach?
The frig, the one with the pine cones. There's a beach here. There's pine trees.
I'm glad you don't work on missing persons cases. Jesus, for the love of God, what the hell is that?
You know, with the dead body.
The woman. Dead bodies in it. I'm so glad you don't work on missing persons case. Oh my gosh. All right. I'm sorry. I got to keep going here.
Okay.
All right. Favorite 70s TV show?
Not Love American. No, not Love American Style.
Love American Style?
Yeah, it came on after
Friday nights.
Before Laughing.
Before Laughing's okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Who's the most famous person you've ever met?
The toss up between Joan Rivers and James Earl Jones.
I'm gonna go James Earl Jones for you on that one. Are you kidding me? I love Joan Rivers, but come on. What's the furthest away from home you've ever been? Whatever home is to you. What's
my heart, honey?
I know your heart's that far away. How far away have you ever been from home? Like, what's the furthest?
Probably Florida. No, Minnesota. Is Minnesota farther?
Yeah, Minnesota's in the middle of nowhere. Southern Canada, quite frankly, love.
Minnesota? Yeah, Minnesota.
Favorite place you haven't been to yet?
Ooh, first instinct was Hawaii.
Hawaii. Chris, jot that down, just in case you haven't figured out what to get her yet. Have you done your family tree?
Yes.
Most interesting part about it?
That genetically I am what I thought I was.
Oh, so it actually matched up, and that was your surprise.
Yes. I'm 35% Irish, and then it's 32% Native American, 32% Croatian, and then the rest was little dibbles.
Wow. So you must have gone really deep if you were able to get that much division into it. Star Wars or Star Trek?
Oh, you're killing me.
I know, it's a good one, isn't it?
I love Deep Space Nine, so I'm going with Star Trek.
Well, of course, you already went with Joan Rivers, and if you're honest, Joan Rivers is Star Trek, and James Earl Jones, of course, is everything that's right in the world.
I'm sorry, bro.
It's okay. I mean, I'm sorry this is the last conversation we're ever going to have, but it's worth it. At least we recorded it. What do you miss about New York?
The people.
I miss your peasant bread. What is your hope for your children?
Oh, that they both spiritually and intellectually achieve a place that creates total peace and tranquility for themselves.
Who is the funniest sibling aside from yourself?
James.
Well, you didn't hesitate on that one. James is a chuckle fest, isn't he?
Oh my God, he is a hoot. Well, we're the little kids, you know?
Favorite tradition your mother or grandmother gave you that you still do?
Oh, I put $1 on my Christmas tree for luck.
A dollar, huh? A dollar?
$1.
A dollar. What is something you should do but you never do?
Exercise
When's the last time you meditated?
this morning.
How do you typically meditate?
Oh,
Like, do you listen to something? Do you just go outside? What's your technique?
no, I have a special space in my room on the loft here. And I have either chimes or tuning fork, and I'll cleanse the air first, and then I just go into a deep. I try to find that place of divinity.
You had a good teacher. What was the last dream you actually remember?
Jesus, Mary and Joseph. See, Sid and I were just talking about dreams, and now I've forgotten. Because I do all dream interpretation. That was the other thing I wanted to bring up earlier, but I digress.
Why do you think I just asked you? So what was the last dream you remembered that you documented, that you wrote down in your dream journal?
Oh, that was it was a dream, but it wasn't a dream. It was an encounter with my father-in-law, who is passed this past year, had passed away. And he was trying to give me butterscotches, and was trying to communicate something to me.
What do you think he was trying to communicate?
Well, interesting enough, the following day, I'm upstairs meditating, and I could smell butterscotch. And next thing I know, his clock on the wall starts making panging noises, and the hands fell off.
Of course. So
he's in a I always say, poor Donald is in a self-imposed purgatory, and he's just he's on an apology tour. He'll be all right. He'll be fine.
Isn't that great that your interpretation was healing as well? Well, listen, that's 5 good minutes. Thank you so much for being part of that one. That was fun. How do you like that? How do you like those questions? Were they okay? Was they a little too vague? Was they a little too?
No, I love them. It really made me think on my feet.
Oh, good. I'm glad. Well, listen, I am going to actually put in the link for Sid's new website, because as people know that when I come across their path and I connect with them, I celebrate everybody until they don't want to be celebrated. That's my rule of thumb. And she's, when you told me that was going on, I'd already asked you to be on on this podcast. You're like, me? What? And I go, yeah, you'll see. And you were just like, all right, whatever. Your reaction was like so classic. Like, the people that actually work well with me are the ones that are like, I don't know what he's doing, but let's just show up and go from there. Oh, I know the last question I needed to ask you. So, how many aliens have you had connection with?
How many aliens? I do believe one.
Off planet.
Yeah, I do believe one, but I'm unsure.
I think that's part of their trickiness. I think they kind of like make themselves known, but they don't make themselves present.
Yeah.
Like, it's like we went to another world and then we came back with no evidence, and you just have to believe us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I do have a quick note. So I was part of the very first class when you were doing the intuitive development class. I want to say 10 years ago. You said, I'm going to try this out. I'm going to see where it goes. Would you mind doing this with this small group? And we'll see, how it works out. And it evolved beautifully, clearly.
It was almost 12 years ago, just to let you know.
Boink. And,
yep.
And I said to you, the only thing I can do is dream interpretation. I didn't do it because I used to always hide the fact that I had,
course.
abilities.
When did you
And
come out? When did you come out? Like, when did you let people around you know you could do this, whatever this is?
probably about 2 years after I met you,
Mhm.
well, re-encountered you, shall I say? Because I wasn't, not that I wasn't confident, I wasn't confident in the world holding my heart in a gentle way.
And I think that is such an important thing. I think as I didn't even, and maybe this is me kind of having the perspective of writing the book. I mean, the book was very cathartic to me
Mhm.
to write the book because I started to get perspective, and there's a lot of stories that were on the cutting room floor